Hello, today is Tuesday and it is the 15th of May 2012. Welcome to today's silver and gold analysis. So let's get started. I'm going to really talk about three levels now where the markets may find a bottom. One is right now. I'm going to make this not as big, and one is right now. The second would be at about the previous low, roughly a little bit over 26. And the next one below this level at 23 and a quarter. And I'm going to go why now. Well, 23 and a quarter, I wanted to see where would price action go for this Fibonacci line, which is the level from this low and this high. Where would it go for the line to go down to here? Because that would be where I would expect it to go if, of course, it breaks down below this low. And for that to be the case, it would be roughly in or around the area of 23 and a quarter. Oftentimes, these retracement levels just happen to meet up coincidentally for whatever reason with significant areas of support and resistance. So if that line moves down to here, this line would move down to just a little bit below 28. Which is why I'm saying it's an area that might find resistance or support and resistance as well. Because for this to be a significant area, I would expect usually maybe something where it bounces and then goes down like that. Then it's a support area. Or maybe it just keeps going lower. Maybe you find a bottom and then does something like that. And then it would be a significant area. So I'm thinking there's a good chance that where we are now will be significant either for support or for that of resistance. Another thing to note, possible note, is that this could be, not saying it will, not even say the chances of such, because I don't know, but it's pretty much has confirmed that this is not just a pierce below, but it's holding and staying below. So it could still be a failed breakdown below, which oftentimes would create fast moves in the opposite direction, which of course would be higher if that would be the case. Obviously, I can't tell for sure because I'm not in the know for what's going on behind the scenes. But really, if you want to look at making that type of play, and you start to notice that when it's breaking above 30, and then you could say, oh, wait a second, if it does something like this, then just maybe this is showing us a failed breakdown, and there's easy possibilities for moves up to 33-ish plus or so as a possibility for where this may go. But because we're in this big downtrend, you got to be alert for that major capitulation type of moves. Days where we lose 8, 9, 10% in one day, because it's extremely common. And if you want to look for setups for that to be the case, this is one in which it may happen, pretty much breaking down below the support level. It could be a very dangerous situation for price action. Let's move on to gold, and we'll take a look at the daily and the weekly charts for gold. Moving very close to this lower band, which is set at 1541. It's like a Bollinger Band, but not quite. I take the front weighted average of the last 18 periods of volatility, which is the highest price subtracting the lowest. So the difference for the day, dividing by the lowest price, that's a percentage move, or the percentage from the lowest point. I take that average and I multiply it by 3. So now I can take the 18-period average of lows and divide it by that level, and that's where we are. I take the 18-period average of highs, multiply that level, and that's the up part. So whether it's actually going to work as areas for support, it has in the past, but that doesn't mean it can't continue to, can't continue to go lower if, of course, that's what it decides to do. The confirmations that we're pretty much going to go back down to the previous low of about 1520 or so, because it's moving quite close to it for this move from point A to point B. To be a failed move, it's got to break below and stay below this for a few days. That's exactly what has occurred. Finally, we'll take a look at this on the weekly term time frame, and for the move from point A, which is up here, to point B, the down move, for it to be a failed move, it's got to stay and hold above this line. Now, it broke above it on 2 different occasions, but it didn't stay above it. Therefore, the selling did not, as of yet, fail, And because we're now coming to an area where we're going to have a third test, not as strong, that you're going to find support. So the next significant level, which is a significant Fibonacci level, is roughly in the 1400 to 1425 level. On any breakdown below, of course, the support that we're showing right now. And I'm going to conclude the video, and thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.